Guardianship documents. Okay, what is a guardianship? A guardianship is, okay, you're now in a condition that you cannot help yourself. Who do you want to pick to be your guardian? Well, why do we draft the durable power of attorney and the medical power of attorney if we have to now do a guardianship? Well, usually we don't have to do a guardianship, but sometimes we do because there's some situations where like the government or different organizations will not take durable power of attorney or medical power of attorney. So in that case, you have to go to the court, and a directed physician helps the judge determine who's the best person to handle the situation. So remember, there's two things: guardian of the person and guardian of the estate. You can divide those out. There are forms everywhere. This is a very simple document. The other guardianship document that you should learn to draft and be very aware of is the guardianship for minor children. Now, I want to understand two different scenarios. Someone could become incapacitated and their children now need a new guardian. That's why you would draft a guardianship document outside of a will. Okay? If you become incapacitated, you have little kids, who's going to handle that situation? Well, you draft guardianship documents outside of the will in order to handle that. You can also put the guardianship documents in the will. Some people just feel like, you know what, I haven't seen big issues with people in incapacity situations and finding a guardianship. It's a lot easier in that context. But when someone dies, you got to understand, if you're going to put the guardianship language in the will, which you should, but if you do, you have to probate that will in order for those guardianship documents to be used. Okay, so you have to file that will with the court and go through that process. Guardianship of minor children can also separate out who's going to be for the estate and who's going to be for the kid. I usually, if we're worrying about the estate, I'm drafting a trust. If someone's worried about the guardianship of the estate of somebody, I said, well, we're just going to create a trust and handle it through that, handle the kid's inheritance through a trust versus a guardianship of their estate. It's a lot easier to do it that way. And the last type of guardianship, this is kind of a new concept because immigration attorneys have come to me a lot, and that is a guardianship document or an authorization document for undocumented workers. There's a big fear among undocumented workers that they're going to be deported and that their kids will be left here. If that's the case for your client, there really is no official form for this. I'll try to put it up on the webpage, and you guys can have my authorization form. Basically, it's handling the school, medical. But if in any case there is an issue that arises, you can go get a guardianship over a kid or a conservatorship.